Thank you for being here today to share this time with me. Congratulations on your decision to invest in yourself and to learn about this fascinating topic: love, self-love, how to find love, how to find your soulmate. For those of you that don't know me or have not worked with me or attended my programs, let me introduce myself. My name is Judith. My life changed when I discovered the concept of soulmates. I have been doing research on the world of soulmates during 15 years, and I'm about to publish a book on explaining what I learned during this time. I want to share all I know with you to help you find true love easily and effortlessly. In this teleseminar, I want to help you to figure out the answers to questions like: are you ready to find your soulmate? What can be holding you back? After teaching so many editions of my workshop, How to Find Your Soulmate, I have realized that what the participants need more in order to find this special being is to prepare themselves and to let go of certain things that may be holding them back. And this is the reason why I have created this teleseminar. Please, be present. Don't multitask. Have a pen and a notebook ready because you will need it. After my divorce, I wanted to manifest my soulmate, and it was then when I realized some of what I will share with you now. I have been there, like you, struggling to find love. And now, I want to share with you this key information that will help you navigate with ease through the process. I found my soulmate, more than one. And you can also do it. I believe in you. Perhaps you have been single for a while, waiting for your soulmate, or you are having relationships that don't last, or you are not finding the connection that you are looking for in a partner. It has been so long since you had a happy relationship that you start doubting that this can ever happen to you. Let's look at your heart. Reason number 1. Your heart is not open or not ready to love. This is one of the most common reasons why people don't find the love they want. You want a new relationship, but you are afraid to feel vulnerable and to allow love to enter your heart once again. You probably made an agreement with yourself that you don't even remember to close your heart so nobody can hurt you ever again. You lock your heart with a key and threw the key into the ocean. All of us have suffered for love, for the lack of it, or for being in a relationship that was not working the way we wanted. I know how painful the end of our relationship can be. But love is not the guilty party. The relationship may have ended, but love never ends, and it is always available for you. You really want to fall in love again, but at the same time, you are too afraid of the possibility that the relationship won't work, to be abandoned or rejected, of having to suffer again for love. There is a part of you saying yes to love, and another part of you saying, I'm not ready, I'm afraid, I need time. I need time to heal my wounds. I cannot love yet. How can you know if your heart is open and ready to love? I remember a participant of my workshop, How to Find Your Soulmate, Anne. She realized that she had decided long ago that she wouldn't be in a serious relationship until her kids were grown up and didn't need her anymore. She attended the workshop and she was dating, but it was not working. What she realized was that she wasn't available for love, because she had made a promise to herself not to be in love or establish a relationship until her kids were older. You need to renegotiate whatever agreement or promise you have made to yourself or others. You want big love, and you have to be ready for it. Maybe you believe that love is dangerous, too complicated, that it's not safe to open your heart, that love doesn't last, that it can end unexpectedly, or that love is not for you anymore. Any of these beliefs can sabotage your efforts of finding your soulmate. Sometimes it's not about trying to find love. Sometimes it's about allowing love to find you. Open the doors to your heart. Allow love to flow from your heart and to arrive to it. Open yourself to the possibility of finding the big love you want. Let me ask you a question. What does love mean for you? I'm asking you this question because it is important for you to understand that your core beliefs about what to love someone or what to be in a committed relationship means are what determine your expectations about the relationships you establish. This is the tip number 2. Your ideas about love and loving. They might be sabotaging your efforts to find your soulmate. Be aware that your thoughts and beliefs create your reality, that you see the world the way you are, not the way it is. I invite you to review your ideas about love, what to love means for you. Is love the most wonderful energy that you can share with another being? Is love an amazing energy to experience? Or it is just the opposite? Do you believe that love is painful, difficult, or that true love is a myth that doesn't exist? Let go of any negative beliefs you may have from your past about love and loving. Some of my clients realize while working on this on private sessions that they still think that in order to be in a relationship, you have to give yourself up, or that you will lose your freedom. When we lose ourselves in a relationship or sacrifice ourselves to keep the relationship alive, we are not living a relationship of true love. True love will give you plenty of space to grow and be yourself. Your new relationship doesn't have to be like the old one. Your past doesn't determine your future. There are people who prefer to be single because they don't know how to navigate through the world of relationships. They have given up. They believe that love is not for them, that love is hard to find. Are you one of those individuals? If your relationship has ended not so long ago, take your time to grieve and to put yourself back together. But once you feel ready to love again, know that you deserve to be loved the way you desire. Ask for the right partner for you, for your soulmate, for a person that loves you and accepts you the way you are. You need to prepare yourself for the arrival of love into your life. To be sure, you can recognize and receive this amazing love that your soulmate will share with you. Let's see how you can prepare yourself and let go of anything that might be holding you back. To find your soulmate, you need to let go of your painful past experiences. This is tip number 3. You need to be sure that there is room for a new love. If you want to love again, you need to heal the deepest wounds of your heart. It is necessary that you overcome the feelings that you have been accumulating because you were abandoned, rejected, abused, or you did not feel loved or appreciated in the relationships you had. Feel those feelings. Understand why they are still there, and let them go. you need to release the feelings of sadness, guilt, shame, or anger. If you are still angry with your ex, there are a lot of possibilities that you will find a partner with the same kind of issue. Forgive yourself and others for whatever happened in the past, and start writing a new chapter in your love life. Maybe someone did not treat you the way you deserved, or betray you, or your divorce was too painful. But you need to understand that until you overcome all of this, you cannot move forward. Think if there is any past situation that may be holding you back and not allowing you to be fully present to find love now. Take a minute or two to think about it. It can be resentment towards someone you loved, or anger toward yourself for the way you acted in a relationship, or because you didn't act, or even something that happened when you were a child and you are still suffering for. Maybe you have not signed the divorce papers yet, and there is an invisible cord between you and your ex, even though you are separated, or just about anything else. When you speak about your past relationship and nothing moves inside of you, then you know that the wound is healed. Just because a relationship didn't work out, it doesn't mean that you cannot find true love now. You deserve to be loved. You can be with your soulmate. Sometimes it is very easy to idealize a past relationship, especially if the decision to end their relationship wasn't yours. We tend to remember the good moments, but not the bad ones. The reason why you cannot find new love might be because you are still living this old relationship. Even though it has finished, your heart is still occupied with it. Don't live in the past. Let go of the feelings that make you attached to the person you were with. Get closure. Let go of all expectations and plans you had for that relationship, and allow yourself to fall in love again. Let go of the pain and disappointments of past relationships and never allow the past dictate your future. You have to convince the universe that you are ready to meet your soulmate. And that means to let go and release any emotions that make you unavailable to establish a new one. Get rid of the objects that make you feel connected to past relationships, especially if after a divorce you are still living in the same house. Making physical room for your new partner is also important. Have a space in your bed and in your closet. Be sure you have the necessary time to be in a relationship and to enjoy the new love that will enter your life. Be sure that you are available for love. One of my clients, Nikki, 32 years old, she was attracting partners that were not ready for a committed relationship. She had many relationships, but they didn't last. She wanted to get married and start a family, and time was passing. After working together and analyzing her situation, she realized that she was the one who was not available, at least not for the kind of man she wanted to share her life with. She did not feel worthy of love and was accepting any kind of love, even if it came from unavailable men or married men. And at the same time, she was declaring that she wanted a committed relationship. She was pushing away the kind of relationship she really wanted and accepting any kind of love anyone offered. She worked on loving herself, and after focusing her energy and her desire in manifesting the kind of love she wanted, and not accepting less than that, she found her soulmate. We now arrive at tip number 4, forgiveness. Forgiveness is necessary to set yourself free and to move forward. Are you ready to forgive? Are you ready to let go of whatever has happened in the past that is holding you back and to forgive yourself and others? Forgive those who hurt you, not because you have forgotten what happened. Do it because by forgiving them, you set yourself free. Free to love again without carrying all this weight from the past. You have to demonstrate that you are ready and available to be with your soulmate. If you are ready to forgive, make a list of those who you need to forgive, and also write what happened between you. Make the decision to forgive them. Nothing else is necessary. To forgive, you only need your decision. Your intention is enough. Let it go and release it. Don't forget to include yourself in the list. Forgive yourself for any action you did that was not beneficial for yourself. For not abandoning a relationship that you knew was not for your highest good. For allowing others to treat you badly. For not knowing how to set up boundaries. Or for any other reason. Once you have created the list and have made the decision, forgive these people one by one. Forgive yourself and others truly. If you have difficulties, reflect on the situation to figure out where your resistance comes from. Once this is done, feel the release of forgiveness. Take a couple of minutes to do it. Good. Now you have your list. You can burn the list as a ritual that indicates that you have forgiven and that the energy that was holding you back is released and sent to the universe. When you think about your past relationships, understand that you never made a mistake. You establish these relationships for a reason. Time is never lost in relationships. We learn how to love and how to be loved through our relationships. These relationships were an opportunity to learn how to be a better partner in the next relationship that you will establish. Remember that the love you share and the good moments you spend together will always be with you, and also the lessons you learn through these relationships. Let's take a look at the unresolved issues or patterns of behavior. This is tip number 5. We tend to react automatically or out of habit when faced with certain situations. It's what we do. We are not aware that we are doing it, and that by doing it, we are creating our love life. Sometimes, with our learned behavior and reactions, we create the situations that we really want to avoid. When we get close to someone, feelings and all patterns will appear in the scene. Let me give you an example that is very common. Let's imagine that I'm afraid of being abandoned. My father abandoned my mother and me when I was 3 years old. My husband abandoned me. And usually my relationships finish this way. This situation has been happening for a long time, and I ask myself, what's wrong with me? Now, I am in a new relationship, and something happened that triggered this fear of abandonment. My unconscious reaction is to withdraw. I start changing my behavior because my unresolved fear of abandonment is taking control over me. I can also start projecting my fear onto my partner and accusing him of not loving me enough, and start seeing signals of the end of the relationship that are only on my imagination. I start sabotaging the relationship that was working until my fear of abandonment was triggered. Because I'm scared, and I think it may end. As a result of all of this, the relationship ends. And it only confirms my fear and reaffirms my pattern. Relationships don't last. You are never safe in a relationship because it may end at any moment. To love is not safe, and you can be abandoned. Does this situation feel familiar? But if you pay attention to your reactions, to the root of your thoughts and feelings, and you are mindful of any unresolved pattern that may be holding you back, this doesn't have to happen anymore. You can beat this. It can be solved. The first thing you need to do is to be aware of what is your pattern of thought or behavior, and then be willing to change it. Look at your past relationships and think about the complaints you had. You can figure out your patterns and fears by doing that. What you complain about in your past relationships, what you said that your partners did or didn't do, might be something that will illustrate what is lacking in yourself. If you thought that your ex-partner was not paying enough attention or giving enough love to you, think about what your level of self-love was while you were in that relationship. You will realize that there is a correlation. Does this make sense? I'm going to give you 1 or 2 minutes to think about this. And the last point, but the most important reason why you might not be ready to attract your soulmate, is the lack of self-love. Tip number 6. One of the most important obstacles you may be facing is to feel lovable enough to manifest your soulmate. You deserve to be loved, but you need to feel it in your bones. You cannot have anything that you don't believe that can be yours, or that you don't feel you deserve. A lot of us did not leave a relationship because we were not sure we will find love again. This is an indicator of lack of self-love. If you are afraid to be alone for the rest of your life, this won't allow you to experience the most amazing love you can ever have. The love of your soulmate. Your soulmate will appear in your life unexpectedly. When you are enjoying your life to the fullest, and when you don't feel lonely or worried about finding the right partner. You need to love yourself. This is what will make you magnetic to love. Living a happy life will allow you to manifest your soulmate without any effort. It will happen naturally, without struggle. It will be the love that you already have inside of yourself, the love that you want to share with your soulmate, what will guide this person towards you. But you might be asking yourself, what does it mean to love myself? I am talking about the kind of relationship that you have with yourself. Are you able to love yourself unconditionally? Are you your own best friend? Self-love is about self-forgiveness, self-compassion, kindness, to stand for yourself, not judging or criticizing yourself, setting up boundaries, self-expression, self-appreciation, and much more. When you have all these qualities within yourself, and you are able to love yourself unconditionally, it will be easy for you to love others the same way. Then, you will be ready to share your love with your soulmate. Remember that you don't have to be perfect to be in a relationship. Realize that you have so much to offer. Appreciate yourself for who you are. Be authentic. Invest time in knowing the kind of relationship you want to establish and the love you want to share. If deep inside you don't feel worthy of love, you won't recognize the love coming from another person. Even if you establish a relationship, it will be difficult for you to maintain it, because you will continue asking your partner for love to fill the void you feel inside of yourself. You will have the need to control your partner and the relationship to be sure you receive the love you want, and you will be afraid of losing it. Sounds familiar? I have been there. During my first marriage, I abandoned myself in the relationship until a point where I didn't know who I was anymore. I did not know how to love myself, and I had to learn to give myself love and not to ask others for it. If you love yourself, you will establish a different kind of relationship where you will feel safe and in which you will give enough room to your partner to be themselves. In healthy relationships, where both partners love themselves, there is less drama and arguments, and there is better communication. There is also a higher level of respect. Is this the kind of love you are searching for? Then focus on loving yourself. Your soulmate is out there, searching for you. Finding true love is possible. It can happen. And it will happen to those of you who are listening now, or that will listen to the recording in the future. You will find your soulmate if you are willing to make yourself ready and to become magnetic to the love you are searching. You have to make it your priority in life. In order to be reunited with this special being, you have to believe in soulmates. You need to feel that love can happen to you. You need to be sure that you are putting down any barriers that you have built against love. And then, savor the waiting. Be so sure that your soulmate is arriving into your life that you can relax and wait for the encounter to happen. You just need to be clear about what you desire, what kind of soulmate you want to manifest in your life, and to keep this desire alive. Live as if your soulmate is already with you, knowing that it's just a matter of time that you will be together. Allow the universe to do its part of the job, to make the encounter happen, and to bring you together within a divine timing. I have found my soulmates, more than one. And if I can do it, you can also do it. Don't wait any longer. Start preparing yourself for the encounter with your soulmate. Our time together is arriving to an end. You can see my credentials on my website and all the information of the different ways I can help you. Take a look at my website. It is www.judithmcosta.com. Check now the details of the upcoming workshops and the retreat on how to find your soulmate. The dates are there. April 29th, a one-day workshop on self-love. You can also attend a 3-day retreat in California during the month of June, and more classes and free lectures will be listed on the website. Subscribe now. Leave your email on the website, and I will keep you posted about any event in your area or country. Discover the different kinds of private sessions, coaching, past life regression, astrology, consultations on the Akashic records, and dream interpretation. All the information is there on the website. But if you have any doubt, give me a call or send me an email. The email address is judithmcosta@hotmail.com. I will be happy to answer your questions and to help you decide what's the best session or program for you. Now it's time to say goodbye. The next teleseminar will be a session of questions and answers. You can send me your questions in advance by email. Remember, the email is judithmcosta@hotmail.com, and I will answer them during the teleseminar. Or you can call live the day of the event, and I will work with you on whatever worries you are having and helping you understand or clarify the situation or issue. This call will be on Saturday, March 11th. You have now 1 month to think about your questions on soulmates, how to find love, how to fall in love with yourself. How can I help you to find the love of your life? Your questions will help other people that might be in the same situation. We learn from one another. I want to say goodbye for now, telling you that I appreciate your interest and your presence in this online event. If you are listening live or to the recording, I hope you had a good time and the information has been useful for you. You can follow the conversation on Facebook. Go to Facebook and look at Judith M. Costa Soulmate. If you feel like, I will continue helping you daily through my posts on social media, on Instagram, Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, and LinkedIn. It has been a pleasure to be able to share this time with you. Know that I love you.